we were briefed, while you're in the United States, you will call no one, no family members, because that's how secret this mission was. Thomas A. Edison High School and graduated the June class of 1958. I entered the Air Force on the 6th of February, 1959. But every day they were showing on the news all the missiles going into Cuba, and then all of a sudden we had a blockade. No ships in or out of Cuba. Little did I know at that time, the outfit that I was going to in France participated in that. If a general war would have broken out, the aircraft would have left Turkey and headed for the Soviet Union. You've seen these pictures when aircraft crash and there's nothing left. Good old B-66 made by Douglas. Oh, you can make that airplane out. What happened to this thing? So they said, okay, these guys were over here spying on us because the Russians were doing the news. Well, the politics went to our side, to the Russian side, and finally they let these guys go because we gave them back one of their spies. After that little incident, we had some people come in from United States Air Force's Europe. And one guy looked at me, he said, I know everybody's job in here. And we will be seeing how much you know of your job in the next few days. They fired the wing commander. They got a new squadron commander over at the 19th. And a couple other people went home. And then we got really intense in looking at aircraft recognition. Every morning in the morning briefing, they had these 3x5 cards, and they had Soviet blocked aircraft. You would get a 1 second look. What is this? And then it was down. You had to write down your answer. What type of airplane? And they were shown at different angles. The aircraft were flying. If you missed one of those, you were relieved of your combat role. During the summer of 1964, my dad passed away and I went back to the States. My dad was a World War I vet, and he's buried in Beverly National Cemetery in New Jersey. When I got back to France, everything was just the same as I left it. 30 days didn't make a difference. We had a couple of things that we did there in France. We flew, but we also pulled alert duty. Well, after President Kennedy got shot, things were a little rough around France. We stayed in an alert position like that, ready to fly at any minute for 3 days. And our alert horn was a klaxon. Anybody know what a klaxon is? It sounds good. A klaxon, if you've ever seen a submarine picture and you hear that sound, that's what a klaxon sounds like, a whole Model T. So if you hear that sound, that means scramble to the aircraft, get them started up, and they have to be off the ground within 15 minutes. Most of the time, the aircraft on alert would be off the ground in something like 7 minutes. October '65, a message came down from 10th TAC Reconnaissance Wing. So my pilot and navigator immediately raise that hand. Don't raise that hand. Just raise their hands. Navigator comes over to me, Alex, you going with us? I said, well, part of the crew. I guess I am. Where we're going. Nobody knows. All right. When you don't know where you're going and you're volunteering, things don't work out that way. And they said, Alex, you're going to be on the ground for a couple of days because your pilot is going to have to requalify and in-flight refueling. In-flight refueling. I've done that before. Sounds like we're going over water. We were briefed. You'll meet your tankers off of the coast of Portugal, and they will escort you out across the Atlantic. You will have 2 in-flight refuelings, and then the tankers will come back to Torrejon, Spain. Well, one of the duties I had in the airplane was keeping track of the fuel burn off. And I had to also plot the fuel, how much fuel we would burn off. And we were getting close to what we call the bingo line. Bingo line on your fuel graph meant you better find a place to land. And right in front of us, our Esso station, flying up there. It was our tanker. So the guys yelled out, "What do you want? High test or regular? Give me whatever you got. We're low on fuel." Because everyone was looking at everyone else, saying, who's going to be the next guy?